Hey guys, it's Tiffany. Welcome back. Happy Friday. I hope you all are excited and ready for the weekend. I'm on because I had shared this folder on my Instagram and I said that I would create a tutorial today, if not today, this weekend. And so I figured I just got back from running my errands and it would be better to do it now than on the weekend because I'm home and there's no one here to, interrupt me or make any noise except for my dog. So I thought, okay, let me go ahead and try to do this real quick. So anyway, I created this folder. I was inspired by another video that I saw. They made something similar. I just changed it to how I needed, what I needed it for. And so I changed the measurements and I also made it thicker because the video that I saw, it was just flat. It was just a paper folded in half. There were no real measurements. She just kind of, however much of a border she wanted, she cut it out and so forth. So I like measurements. I like following tutorials that have like exact measurements. And so I created this, which works perfect for what I need it for. And it's a good size. So the finished size is, it's 5 inches across, and then it's 6¼ inches tall, and then it's a 1/4 inch thick here. And then the envelope is, it turns out to be 4.5 by 6, so you can fit an A2 card in here. I brought some cards. Let me see. I brought a card here. So this is an A2 card that I made a while ago. I'm not a card maker, so it's not, it's not the best, but so you see how the card fits right in there. You can put a card, like your card, in there, and you can put some embellishments here, or if you want to put your note here and put your embellishments in the envelope. I mean, it's up to you, but it fits perfectly. You can also put, like, say your embellishments are like flowers, dimensional. You can put your flower pack on this side with your card here, and then it'll still close nicely. You can put like I just put the heart here. You can put any closure you want. I'm gonna put a Velcro dot, the dots here, the pair, and I'm gonna have it closed that way, and then it's gonna close like so. And see how it's not bulging or anything. So yes, and if you want to do flat mail, like die cuts, this is great for like die cut swaps. You can put your die cuts in here, journaling cards or tags, ephemera. There's a lot of things you can use this for. So anyway, let me get into the tutorial. So what you're gonna need is paper, whatever paper you want, your scoreboard, and your envelope maker. I mean, if you know how to make envelopes without an envelope maker, then you can definitely do that. I just rely on my envelope maker, so that's what I'm going to use. So to make the base of the book or the folder here, you're going to need a paper that measures 10¼ across, and then 6¼ inches tall. So be mindful if you're using like directional paper. So 10¼ this way, because you're gonna have to, this is how it folds, and then the height is gonna be 6¼ And then on the 10¼ inch side, you're gonna score at 5 and 5¼ Okay, sorry if you can see that. So it's 10¼ and then you're gonna score at 5 and 5¼ And so you're gonna have something that looks like this. Okay, so that's your book. Next, you're gonna need a sheet of paper that's 8.5 by 8.5, and this is gonna be for the envelope. And so if you get your envelope punch board, the 8.5 and 8.5 paper, you're going to score at 3 3/4, and that's going to make an envelope that will fit a 4.5 by 6 card. Okay, so let's see here. I said 3 3/4. 3 3/4 right there. So you're going to punch and score. Then you're going to line this up here, punch and score again. Then line this up, punch and score. And then the last one, all right, so if you want to round the tips, you know, at the top here, you can definitely do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I just do the top and bottom. All right, so now you have your envelope, and I'm gonna use this pattern on the outside. Okay, so that's the envelope there, and it's gonna be glued here. Okay, so let me make sure you burnish your score lines so it sits nicely. All right, so let me go ahead and do this really quick. It's been really cold in the house and outside. I'd like to keep my house at like 68, but because it's cold outside, it doesn't feel like it's 68. It feels much colder. But if I put it at a higher temperature, like 72 or something, it's too hot. So I feel like my glue, the tip dries quicker if I don't put the needle in right away. But all right, so let's see here. So this is the envelope, and then once you burnish your score lines here, you're going to want to, you see where this line is. You don't want to put it right on the line. You want to give it some room. That's why I made it a little bigger, so you have like a border around the edge, like so. That's how you would glue it. Let's make the pocket. I'm not going to glue it yet. So for the pocket on this side, you're gonna need a paper 5 3/4 by 3 1/2. And I had one already pre-made. Hold on. Let's see where it is. Here it is. So 5 3/4 by 3 1/2, and then that's going to be the pocket. So again, if you're using directional paper, just be sure you're mindful of how you cut your paper. And then once you have your paper cut, you're going to score 1/2 inch on 3 sides only. So it's going to be 1/2 inch on the right side, 1/2 inch on the left side, and then 1/2 inch on the bottom. So again, you want to be mindful if it's directional, you don't, and say the lips were the other way. I don't want to do the half here because this is going to be how the pocket is going to look. So if you think of it, it's going to be like this, right? And so you want to be careful how you score your paper. I've wasted so much paper scoring it wrong. Like, I still do it now. I have to really remember and be mindful of that as well. And so you're going to have these 3 sides here, and then what you're going to do is cut the corners where you see where it meets here. You're just going to cut at an angle like so, and same thing on this side. You're going to cut it. So now you should have something that looks like this, and this is going to be the pocket on this side. Okay, so I don't think it needs like a closure. I mean, I guess it depends how, for how bulky, how much things you're going to put in here. Because if you are going to make it, pretty full, you might want to put a closure like seam binding or some ribbon. And if you're going to do that, I suggest you put the ribbon before you glue the envelope down. You put the ribbon, and for the closure on this side, if you're going to mat it like how I did the mat here, I'll put the ribbon between the actual folder and then the mat, you know, the matting paper, and then, you know, you have a closure. But if it's going to stay flat like this, even if it has, like I said, the paper, I mean, not the paper, but, you know, the card and the flowers, I believe it still lays flat. See, it still lays flat. So it's up to you, but just giving you that option so you don't forget to put your ribbon between the folder and the envelope, and then the other ribbon here between the mat and the main part of the folder. So basically all you're going to do is just glue this down, and then you're going to decorate it, and then it's done. Let's see here. So it's pretty easy. I like finding new ways to gift, you know, Happy Meal, or, you know, to put my things that are needed in swaps. Sometimes you get tired of doing the same things. So this is something different and new that you can, you know, gift somebody. Some really nice embellishments or die cuts. So that's the envelope. And then for the pocket, you're just going to put some glue. I have to get it right to the edge. All right. And for this one, it's up to you how far down you want to go. I mean, I want to kind of make it the same as that one, sort of. And then have some space on the edges here. So that's the pocket and the envelope and the folder. So if you want to put a mat on here, which I suggest, I mean, it depends. This is just regular cardstock. It's probably like 65-pound cardstock, so it's somewhat flimsy. The mat would be, let's see here, 4 7/8 across, and then it'll be, hold on, I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. So let's see here. It'll be 4 7/8 by 6 1/8. So that would be the mat. 4 1/8 by 6 1/8. Okay, and then that would be how it would look, is this turquoise mat right here, that layer. That's the border that it would give you. And if you want a bigger border, then, you know, you can just do the math and make it bigger. But I like how that turned out. And so, yeah, I think it's pretty easy. It's a pretty nice folder here with an envelope inside with a pocket. And you can just decorate it how you want. So I hope this helps and gives you some other ways to, you know, gift your partner or your, you know, your swap partner or your Happy Meal recipient. And I'm sure they will love it. So thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great weekend. Stay crafty, y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.